So good afternoon here in Central Florida. I'm actually at Lake Louisa State Park, and as you can see from behind me, I had a really good night's sleep. I'm actually camping here for the evening, getting some rest and relaxation. It's almost noon, and I've already done a long bike ride and really had a great evening, and so far a pretty good day, but it's almost time to pack all of this up. But I wanted to share with you something I brought along with me, and of course that is the Anker that's sitting right next to me, this power bank. This power bank is a little bit different than most of them that you've seen out there. This portable battery is capable of doing quite a bit. And what's special about this is it's not just a portable battery that you can take with you when you need it. Actually works as home backup also. So I want to thank Anker for sponsoring today's video, who provided the power necessary to keep the refrigerator running, to power the Tesla, and of course some other items that I forgot to charge, and of course keeping my e-bike topped off. What I have right behind me here is the Anker F3800, and this is special because it's not just portable power, it's also home backup. Like I said, this particular device, that 3800, stands for 3800 watts, or it's roughly a 3.8 kilowatt hours for those of you who are used to EV terms. And what's cool about that is not only can you connect it to a switch to power the devices in your house in case of a power outage, you can also expand it. In fact, just one of these units can be expanded all the way up to about 27 kilowatt hours. And you can actually chain it to another set, so all the way up to nearly 54 kilowatt hours of backup power should you want to do that. And the nice thing is you only need one of these base sets right here, and the expanding packs are much smaller and even more portable than this right here. And speaking of portability, this thing sits on wheels, makes it easy to get around because it is not a lightweight setup. 3.8 kilowatt hours is quite a bit of battery. It's pretty heavy, but they do give you a set of wheels on the bottom, and when you put it on its side, a handle appears so you can lift this thing a little bit easier. It also connects to Wi-Fi, of course, and Bluetooth, so you can control this thing directly from your phone, whether you're out here where there's no service or you're at home connected to your Wi-Fi. Any software updates like the one I did as soon as I opened the box. Now this thing is capable of putting out a ton of power just on its own. As a matter of fact, all through the night I had the refrigerator going, I had my air pump here, I had to recharge, I recharged my cell phone and our laptop, as well as the e-bike here, and throughout all the evening, starting at 98% this morning, woke up to 92%, so about 6% battery to run your normal overnight devices, to recharge those. Also though, to run a refrigerator that I have, that I take with me when I camp. But I've also got the capability, if I so want, which you can see behind me, the Tesla is also plugged into this. Now, be real, there's an 82 roughly kilowatt hour battery pack in this Tesla, and this is 3.8. So you can do the math. You're talking about 10, 15 miles of range in an emergency at 100%. So it can do that in an emergency, but it's actually so much power other than an EV that it can power basically everything you would take camping with you for quite some time. And it has some pretty cool setups on the display to show you a lot of data. You can also, of course, get this on your phone, but it'll give you an idea of how much time you have left in the existing charge to power the things that are plugged in. And of course, you can cycle power on and off. So on the side, we have 6 120 outlets, we have a 1450, and then we have that 30 amp generator plug here as well. It gives you the ability to run 240 volts, which is pretty awesome. That is a lot of power. So things like your Tesla, you don't have to use just 120 volts and get 1-2 miles an hour of charge. As a matter of fact, it's quite a bit faster. In addition, you have these plugs on the front. We have several USB plugs. We also have this 12-volt car outlet here, which is what my refrigerator is plugged into, and it is pulling a constant 120 watts throughout the night, basically, because it's not super cool here, but the refrigerator does a pretty good job. It's pretty efficient, and this had no issues, obviously, keeping those beverages nice and cool. Probably one of the biggest benefits of this, if you've used generators in the past to power your campsite, they're pretty noisy, and of course you're relying on gasoline, but with this you can actually hook up to 2400 watts of solar. That's right. You can put a ton of solar on this. So much solar, in fact, that with that much solar, it would take about an hour and a half to recharge this thing. So it gives you quite a bit of flexibility. If you're out in remote areas, use the solar panels to recharge it and keep your devices running. You can obviously brew your coffee in the morning. You can run your devices, charge your Tesla if you need to. And it gives you the ultimate chance to explore, be one with nature, take that adventure, and not be worried about being left high and dry with power. So basically, I topped off the Tesla this morning. I have charged the e-bike, I've run the refrigerator, all those items, and I'm sitting at 75% right now. So that's a pretty good indication of some pretty substantial use. The Tesla definitely pulls a lot of power out of this thing. So shy of that, running these other devices, it's very minimal use, which is nice because we can charge as many things as we want. This thing has up to 25 amps of total output on the 240 volt side, giving you quite a bit of output capability, which quite honestly is not well matched in the industry. Again, when you're spending this kind of money, having the ability to have this as a home backup and portable power on the go makes it extremely flexible. But not only that, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is a battery powered home solution. So speak with your CPA because there's a 30% tax credit available for backup power, and this seems like it would qualify. So make sure you speak with your CPA on that because I am not a tax professional nor a financial advisor, but there is the opportunity where you could probably get 30% of the cost of this on your taxes. So look, even though Anker is sponsoring this video, this is something I've been looking at for quite a while, and when I heard about the F3800, I kind of got excited because I was looking at other options, quite honestly, until I realized how flexible this thing is, because here in Central Florida, we get some pretty rough weather throughout the year, and sometimes the power goes out, and that's just part of life down here. And rather than going out and buying power walls and solar, which I don't have yet, this is a really nice backup plan for the short term, and this will allow me to have the ability to keep my refrigerator running and some of the emergency items like internet and the TV, and I can keep connected to the outside world in case of a power outage. So this isn't just another portable battery that can be recharged by solar. This is something much, much more, and that is what's cool about this. Something you should definitely check out. The F3800, the new device, comes in several configurations. You can get just the battery like I have here. You can also get it with additional batteries that can expand the capacity, and you can also get it with solar. Or if you already have solar, you can just connect your existing solar into this thing, and that is the beauty of this. So something to really look at, something to really think about. The size is good. The footprint of this fits very nicely into the Model Y. Everything you're looking at fit in the Model Y on my way over here. So all four of us fit in the car, plus all this stuff and the battery backup, and all of that allows us to be quite flexible in what we want to do. Plus, right now, you can save $1,000 on the Anker F3800, just like the one I have here, and you can save over $2,500 on related products. Make sure to check out the link in the description. It'll take you to a discount code where you can save money on any of these products, but you got to act fast because this does end at the end of the month on March 31st. So even though I was already looking at options, the Anker having the ability to be multi-purpose made this a no-brainer in my opinion. So if you're considering a portable battery just like this, or home backup, or both, something to really look into, something to really think about. So thanks again to Anker for sponsoring today's video. Can't wait to catch you guys on the next one.